Very good morning all of you. Today our topic is Waterfall process model in software engineering. Waterfall process model. It is the first SDLC. SDLC means Software Development Life Cycle, which is introduced by Winston W. Royce in 1970. He proposed a method, waterfall process model. He mainly mentioned 5 phases. What are those? Based on the communication, planning, modeling, construction, deployment. Based on this, he developed one process model, that is waterfall process model. Waterfall process model, we are calling it is a linear process model. Sometimes we are calling it is a sequential process model. Moreover, we are calling it is a step-by-step process model. More people, it is called linear sequential process model also. It is a most powerful and moreover it is a good conventional process model. Just we will go further. Software process model, waterfall process model. You can see the different phases, 5 phases. What are those? Communication, planning, modeling, construction, deployment. We will see first why we are calling it is a sequential process model or otherwise linear process model, because here communication is one stage or one phase. If we want to go to the planning phase in the waterfall process model, first we have to complete one phase, then only we can go to the next phase. And then before entering into the next phase, we should complete the phase of the, for suppose if we want to go to modeling phase, then before we entering into the modeling phase, we should complete the planning phase. After modeling phase, then only we can go to the construction, then only we can go to the deployment. That's why we are calling it a linearly we are going sequentially. Once one phase completed, then only we are entering into the second phase. Yeah. Why here there we mention in the communication means we are knowing through that communication we could know the objective of the project which we are going to develop, the software product. We could know about the requirements and objective of the main objective of the project. Everything we could know because through the communication, through communication, we are gathering the requirements from the customers or end users or customer side people. That is in the communication. That's why you mentioned here project initiation and requirements gathering. Whenever we gather the requirements after analysis, we go to the scheduling and schedule estimation, cost estimation, planning. That we are calling planning. After planning only, then we are going to the next phase, modeling, that we are depicting or the design, how it will be going to our project. We are expanding through the modeling, which is understandable. In this model, pictorial representation should be understandable by the customers and moreover developers. The architects, senior architects will develop the design. After design phase, we are going to the construction. In the construction means we are writing the code and moreover we are doing the testing. After construction, we go to the deliver the project to the customer, deployment, and we are taking the feedback from that end users, and moreover we are doing the maintenance also. Why? Because waterfall process, in the waterfall process model, please observe all our phases sequentially. And the first communication we are doing, after that we are planning, after that modeling, after that construction, after that deployment. You can see, you can go through, if you go through different types of materials, they will represent same diagram in different manners. But we should understand first which is going on. Requirements of gathering, then only planning and the schedule estimation, cost estimation, planning, then only we will go for the modeling, design, and after that we are going for the coding and testing, then deployment. That means deliver the project to the customers. See, this is also waterfall process model. You can draw any one diagram, it's not a problem, but it must represent sequentially, and the first one phase must complete, then only will go for the next phase in the waterfall process model. It seems it is advantage, and moreover it has also disadvantage also. I will tell you what is the advantage, what is the disadvantage. The advantage is here it is just simple. Simply we are doing it is easy and simple because we are doing one phase, we are gathering the requirements, we are doing analysis on that, and then according to the planning we are going to the modeling, we are designing something, we are designing the software, and then we are writing the code. After the testing, then simply we are delivering the project deployment. And here it is easy and simple. What is the disadvantage is here, if you want to change anything after the writing of the code, if we have any difficult, they find the problem. Yes, there is a problem in the design. What they have to do? Again they have to go back and they will do it, and after that they have to go for the sequentially. They have to exhibit each and every phase. For suppose coding they have done and testing they have done. After that, before going to the deployment, they gave this product to the customer. Please check it, sir, whether all your requirements are satisfied or not. Please check it, sir, once. Then customer may tell you, sir, we need more, and that means they want to enhance their requirements. If they want to enhance their requirements, again what to do? Again you have to go for the same from first phase onwards you have to come. Yes, we have your requirements, you have to add your new requirements in the requirements, and then you have to do the analysis, and then again after planning, modeling, construction, then again you have to give to the customer. This is the what happened. This is the drawback of the waterfall process model. That means when we are in the requirements gathering, we have good communication with the customer. After that we don't have communication with the customer. When we have the communication with the customer after deployment, and before deployment we are showing the project. That's the major drawback of that. We have very less communication with the, we have very less interaction with the customer. That's why that is the major disadvantage of waterfall process model. Then before the deployment, what they are doing, if we deliver the project before deployment, we are showing the project to the customer. Then what will happen? The customer will say, sir, this is the, sir, please enhance this, please modify this requirement. They may tell us, definitely we have to do that. Again, why it is drawback? Because if we want to enhance the requirements, what will happen? Automatically our schedule, whatever schedule will expand depends upon the requirements. Whenever schedule will expand, 1 month means 1 month salaries, and that means costing also becoming very high. That's why please check it. When we have to prefer waterfall process model, we have to prefer waterfall process model whenever we know all the requirements in well manner, whenever we have good experience in that type of projects, and similar type of projects. If we do so many projects regarding that same manner projects, then we have good experience in the requirements. then only we prefer waterfall process model. Otherwise, if we have any ambiguity in the requirements, we should not prefer waterfall process model. Not only once, please check it, please review it once again, whatever we discussed. Waterfall process model. Once again, the waterfall process model was first process model to be introduced. Who introduced? Watson Royce. In 1970 he introduced it. It is also referred to as a linear sequential process model or linear process model or sequential process model. It is very simple and it is very easy. In a waterfall model, each phase must be completed fully before the next phase can begin. The next one is this type of waterfall process model, software development model is basically used for the project which type of softwares we are using. Whenever those softwares, if software is small, then we will prefer the waterfall process. If we know the requirements and if we confirm the requirements, then there is definitely there is no changes, there are no changes in future requirements, means definitely we will go for the waterfall process model. That's why it is easy, because in the waterfall process model, any phase you see, this phase must complete, then only we will go for the next phase, and that means there is no overlap. We don't have any overlaps in the waterfall process model. In the same way, a phase takes place in a sequence to another. Each activity is completed before the next activity starts. This is the waterfall process model diagram. You can draw diagram anything, communication, otherwise requirements or planning, design, coding, testing, delivery, and deployment, maintenance. You can draw like this. Same, and the different types of waterfall process model diagrams I showed. That's all. Same requirements. Here you can observe requirements analysis means before gathering the one point. Please, requirements analysis means here we gather the requirements and the requirements gathering and requirements analysis we have done. Then we will go for the planning. Then we will do the design. Then we will go for the coding. After coding, testing, deployment. The advantages you can see once, please I will spell it. This model is simple and easy to understand. Waterfall model works well for smaller projects where requirements are very well understood. Disadvantages, please, high amounts of risks and uncertainty. Not a good model for which type of projects? Complex. Where complexity is very high in the projects, where ambiguity means requirements are not confirmed by us, then we should not prefer waterfall process model. Thank you all. Thank you.